Greetings, salutations. Welcome back to another one of Batdownski's Out of the Park 2025. No money spent, perfect team. It's been so long that I, Batdownski, have already forgotten my own script. It's okay. I got this. But we can take a quick look at the Cascar River Kings. It's been a while. I have kind of consciously uncoupled from baseball as the Toronto Blue Jays offseason has driven me to it. It's driven me to it. I feel that was like a real stanza there. It's driven me to it, Jerry. They don't sign anybody. But our team's looking, it's had better years. I think the meta has snuck up on me. I think just running it back has maybe caused me some issues, as I think a lot of these people aren't necessarily playing up to their vaunted upside as high-end players. So we have a lot of packs to open. I have not been as active as I have previously. I think I even forgot to upload a video, so this may be a shocker coming out of nowhere like this. But we are trying to solve some of these missions. We've got missions that we're trying to do. We're trying to complete missions. Perfect Team Elite would be great missions to complete. I have a lot of them that are very close. I don't really want to invest much in those ones beyond where we're at on that. And then there's a whole bunch of new missions at the bottom for the holidays. Whole bunch of new holiday missions. I'm sure I will get plenty for those. No, I'm kidding. I'm probably not going to get anything that'll contribute to those, but if we focus on these, we'll focus on the positive, we'll maybe get that Drew Carey achievement. That being said, I should probably just start opening packs. I do not have that much time in which to do this, and we should just do it. Nothing. Ooh, I clicked the wrong button. That's how out of my game I am. I almost clicked get more packs there. Nothing. Nothing. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good one. Not part of any mission, though. Okay. Just a 77 reliever, better than any of the hundreds that I've had. Okay. Nothing. How's your off-season going? Favorite team do anything? Or did they just show interest in some good players and then and ultimately have them sign somewhere else because something taxes, or they didn't actually make a competitive offer after all? I'm not bitter. Maybe your team decided to pick up Andres Jimenez, who hasn't been able to hit in a few years. I'm sure that will happen. That'll help. I'm being a little low on that, but like honestly, I think he's probably a reasonably good player. It's just 20 million's a lot for a guy that is contributing primarily with the glove and hasn't hit in like 2-3 years. So I think with the roster that they have in Toronto, having a player that needs a bounce back, they're putting a lot of faith in the coaching staff they've just put together to kind of make that work for them. Maybe those guys, the guy, I forget the hitting coach's name, but he was from the Twins organization. Maybe he's going to help. Maybe he's going to be a huge help and reinvent this guy's swing, and all of a sudden Jimenez is going to have 15 home run pop to go with his plus speed, to go with his to go with the plus speed, to go with the glove. Honestly, I feel like maybe part of the reason they got Jimenez was his Bo Bichette insurance, in case Bichette gets they have another unsuccessful season and Bichette gets dealt, or it may telegraph that they are perhaps not looking at extending Bo Bichette, which, like, after a season like he had last year, I could understand. I certainly could understand that. But like I would think, given that he had like 200 hits a year for several years ahead of that, probably a reasonable bet to bounce back to being not sub replacement. Nice. Dick Johnston, hamburger helper. So I can squint and see it, you know? I can squint and kind of get what they were going for there, but it certainly doesn't help when the team already couldn't hit, and they're like, well, you know what? That's what Joey Loperfito's here for. Addison Barger's got to hit, right? And it's like, well, No? Some guys just don't figure it out, even if they do have great physical tools. And I'm not saying, ooh, Daryl Strawberry. Hell yeah, look at that. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah. A lot of guys just never figure it out. I'm not saying that Joey Luperfido or Addison Barger are not going to figure it out, but there's a lot more ball players that get a cup of coffee and then fade than there are everyday ball players. So if you assume that guys will more likely fail, you will be right more often than not. And maybe that's a dour, unpleasant way of looking at baseball. But, no, I thought I had an uplifting way to exit that thought, and I really don't. Woody Williams, Jays legend. It's a fun guy there. It's a nice card for a 76. My silver team's going to be doing better. But I guess, yeah, I mean, they could always sign Anthony Santander. That doesn't excite me. Like I love Teoscar Hernandez when he played for the Jays. He wasn't a great fielder. He's a guy that would forget his sunglasses and then drop 3 balls in the sun. You take the good with the bad, right? Or the bad with the good. Dude rakes. Absolutely rakes. And I know he was friends with Vlad, and I know he was popular in the room here. And it's one of those things where when you're trying to get that marquee player's name on a contract, that's maybe a point that you could use to try to get that done, you know? And the thing is, I actually understand why they're struggling to sign players in Toronto. And it's because the direction of the team hasn't been picked, you know? Like, if you're a free agent and you are not fighting for a job or fighting for, like, if you're at the top of that market, you're going to have a job. You're going to. Like, there's no universe in which Juan Soto is going to be hurting for money. There's no universe in which Corbin Burns is going to be hurting through MLB free agency. So the issue then becomes fit and how you can market your franchise to these guys that are going to get comparable offers, whether it is, we moved on to silver here, whether it's from, we got this guy again. Darn. Whether you're getting those offers from San Francisco, whether you're getting those offers from Arizona, whether you're getting those offers from Boston or Baltimore or Toronto, you're going to have offers at the top end of the market. And you have to have answers for how you can sell your franchise to these players. Because if you don't have your franchise guys locked up, they're looking at that. They're not stupid. Like, the ball players are not stupid. They're looking at what the future is looking like. And we saw that. We saw that with Shohei Ohtani. And Shohei Ohtani, he loved the development facilities that the Jays had. There's been no success from those. Or there's been little success from those. Like, who on the roster do they have to point to that went through those development facilities? It's okay, I'll wait. You're telling me Alek Manoah? Okay. Came up, had that almost Cy Young year, and then faded just as quickly, and now he's hurt. Oh, that's a good one. That's a nice one. I can't even judge relievers now because the power creep's so intense. But I just mean that, like, if you're a free agent and you're looking at the system and you're not impressed by what you see in the system, and you're not sure that Bichette and Guerrero, the franchise kind of cornerstones that have been the core for this team for a period of time, if you're not sure if they're going to be there after next year, then why would you sign a 15, 16-year deal or a 5-year deal at big money with them? Like, if all things, here we go, Combinator. I don't even use this anymore. But, like, you simply wouldn't, right? And that's the problem they have, is that they've put the cart before the horse somewhat, and they're big game hunting in free agency, but they haven't taken care of business in their own backyard. They haven't taken care of that business yet. you know? So it has been, that's a long roundabout way of saying it has been a disheartening, offseason for my Toronto Blue Jays. I'm not somebody like, I know there's a lot of people that just get mad about the front office. Oh, it's Shatkins this and Shatkins that. It's just like, I don't have the energy to hate them for everything. Like, do they have things that they do that drive me nuts? Yeah, absolutely, of course. Every manager, every front office has those. You know, like you can, oh, we're going over to gold. Are there things that bother me? Yeah. I'm not going to speak out both sides of my mouth about things. Like, they did a bad job of taking down the last core. And when they had to reset this year, I think they got some intriguing prospects. I think they got some players that have a chance to be major leaguers, that add some things to the system that they've been lacking. Because like they I feel like they're drafting. Nice. I feel like their drafting and development have been worse than they should be. You know? Like, I feel like maybe they zag when they should be zigging. When they're putting the numbers into their draft system. And I find that frustrating, that they tend to not get anybody out. But like, sorry, I got excited here. Heck yes? Question mark? Low key, heck yes? That is a nice iron shortstop. Okay, that is a full heck yes. Heck yes. Let's go. Nice. Forget where I was. Oh yeah, they haven't pulled much out of the draft. And they've been around long enough that there's no blaming the last guys. Like, you can't blame the predecessors. Like, you can a little bit. They like Alex Anthopoulos had a really nice deadline. He sent a lot of talent out to surround that roster, to make that run. It ultimately ended fruitlessly, but like, that did cause a drain there. But like, he also was present when they added the players that they've now built around in Vladimir Guerrero and Bo Bichette, and like, I believe those are players that were in the organization or shortly thereafter. You know? So you have to give credit in some places when it's due and others when it's not. And like, yeah, obviously, Edwin Encarnacion, letting him walk to free agency and then moving too quick to replace him, that might have not been the best move. Am I going to hold that against them 10 years later? Probably not. Do I think that they made a mistake last offseason and had one of the worst off seasons that you could possibly have? Yeah, I do. I think that they put their eggs in that Ohtani basket, and they were not prepared enough to pivot. I think sometimes they're a little guilty of sticking too close to their valuations. And I think we saw that with the Juan Soto pursuit, or the Teoscar Hernandez pursuit. Or the Corbin Burns, they made a good shot at Corbin Burns. Those numbers leaked and they had the high offer. And it's like, at the end of the day, you probably needed to sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to have a real shot at signing free agents this offseason, because people are going to take a wait and see. And you'll get guys. There'll be guys that'll take their money, but they're not going to be those top market options. It's not going to be Corbin Burns. It's going to be Nick Pivetta. It's not going to be it's not going to be Alex Bregman. It's going to be Yoan Moncada. Like, there's going to be guys that will take their offers because they're offering major league money for major league talent, and there are players that have a vested interest in continuing to be major league stars. But you got to get your own house in order. Got to get your own house in order if you're going to be selling it to free agents. We're into diamonds now. I have burned through so many of these. I don't feel like we have completed any missions that we hadn't before. I just got talking about the Blue Jays and I got real mad, and here we are. Oh. As one does, you know? If you're a fan, you get mad about the Blue Jays. But like, I don't think it's reasonable to be mad at them all the time, always, about everything. Like, Kiermaier last year was obviously a misstep. I didn't think Justin Turner was the right fit as a bat for them, you know? They're things, but like hindsight's 2020. At the time, I think I was a little low on Justin Turner. If I look back, I bet you the guys that I prefer probably didn't do any better. I can understand why they like Anthony Santander, a guy that hits the ball really hard, a guy that hits the ball really, really hard and is a switch hitter. That's kind of cool. Do I think that that's a contract I'd want to touch for 3+ years? Not my money, but like, there's a universe where you're basically Vlad and Bo walk, and you're sitting there with Andreas Jimenez and Anthony Santander as the core of a very bad team for a bit, you know? Hit me up in the comments if you're Santander enjoyer, if you're a Santander believer. I would like to hear from you, because I don't see it. I just don't see it. The dude's bat-to-ball skills are not in a place where I feel comfortable that he's going to not be an anchor within a year or two. Like, I could be very low on a guy that is coming off like a 42 or 44 home run season. The Jays, they did those renovations to their park. I have questions about whether it is an organizational philosophy from their hitting coach that was fired, Guillermo Martinez, I want to say his name was, or whether there's an actual issue. Like, Matt Chapman was a 7-WAR guy this year. Matt Chapman, that's a solid shortstop too, maybe a solid catcher. Matt Chapman was a 7-WAR player this year. He didn't forget how to hit in Toronto. You know? He seemed to think it was the park. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. I think maybe his approach was not the greatest for... I think perhaps his approach wasn't the greatest for runners in scoring position. That's a new one. That's all right. I'll take a new one. Oh, come on. I just spent 22. Spent 22 on this. You know what? Let's do it. I'm doing this now. That's a really high number. That's a super high number. I'm gonna get a little greedy because no, come on. There we go. Because 10%. Yeah. That gets me a little bit ahead of where I was before I made that short-sighted decision, and it puts me well below this. My energy came way down. I was talking about the Jays, I got all sad and salty, and now now here we are. That's too bad. I keep losing my mouse cursor too, and the confetti. Confetti's too aggressive. Too aggressive! Imagine that as a complaint. I'm mad about the confetti. It's too aggressive. There's too much going on. Oh, what? Perfect pack. Just a perfect... Oh, there's a perfect card. Okay. I don't know if that's my favorite. I think I already have these missions, but we'll take a look afterwards. Let's do another perfect pack. Okay. Wrong jersey there. Okay. Is it even worth selling for that? Like, look at this. I could take 20 now and it wouldn't take a 10%. That's barely worth it. Ugh. I hate getting live perfects. Waste of a perfect. Jerry Nopes. I know it's Knops. It just made me think of Nope. Let's keep doing some historical. We still have a bunch of packs to open, friends. Oh man, it's been almost 20 minutes. I have 100 packs left. I think I've been doing too much talking, not enough opening. I guess it just means like if that's who they were able to sign, then we're probably looking at like, yeah. I don't know who they pivot to. They went from Soto to Burns and Teoscar, and now who are they pivoting to? Who is the target? Santander? 20+ million, a bunch of years. I guess that's the one, right? Like that's who you go for. But like, I'm not a big Bregman believer. I know people are telling me I'm low on the defense. I guess I feel like a guy that's kind of seen some of his numbers drop, like the StatCast kind of stuff. It makes me question whether the park would not accelerate those factors. And that's kind of what I was talking about before. We had Matt Chapman as like a 3-WAR third baseman, maybe 4. And that's pretty good. And that was nice work. That was nice work by the front office. That's a really good silver. Silvers are like the new diamond. It's wild. That was really good work by the front office. They got Matt Chapman for like Gunnar Hoagland and Kevin Smith and Kirby Sneed. Like, what are we even doing? Like, they have been very aggressive to move on guys that they presumably have intel on to get maximum value. And Gunnar Hoagland was one of them. And Austin Martin, I believe, was another. Yeah, Austin Martin was another one. And he's like, they drafted him 5th overall. It was the highest pick they'd had in forever. It was a guy that had a really advanced feel for the plate discipline, was athletic and could run. And, they weren't quite sure where he was going to settle for a position. And they realized very quickly, it's like, this dude is not hitting for power. And if you've got the best plate discipline in the world, but you cannot punish a mid fastball, like, they're just going to pump the zone. They're going to pump the zone on you. And then what do you have? They're just going to, like, we saw that with Calvin Biggio. Every year, he hit a little worse. And it was because he could not punish their mistakes. And the word got out. The first year, he was great. And it was because they were nibbling. He could use that elite eye to cause issues. And then when they realized they could just throw heat down the middle, he got less effective every subsequent year. And I feel like that was the Austin Martin thing. But they caught it early enough. They were able to flip him as the primary piece for Jose Barrios, who is a good arm. Not an elite arm, but a good arm. Probably a really, really strong number 3. Oh, that's nice. Got a Charlie Brown Christmas one. So, like, I mean, the front office has not been without its wins. But then the problem was you had our buddy Matt Chapman didn't want to play here again. Felt like the park has impacted him. I just question whether Alex Bregman would have something similar and just be a worse defender than Matt Chapman. I think he's always been a better offensive player, but like the StatCast is suggesting that he's been selling out a little bit for power, and he's got that high eye, but like, I don't know. I just have this feeling that everybody that's coming off of power spikes, like especially when you look at a Houston player, like they're playing in that cooked ballpark that really benefits the power numbers. I don't know that that's going to be replicatable. You shift run scoring environments and things are going to change. They can very easily change, right? I think I saw somebody comparing Alex Bregman to Alex Verdugo for their StatCast pieces. And that freaked me out. And I think that's why I'm lower on him than I would be otherwise. And here's the thing. If they announce tomorrow that they signed Alex Bregman, I'm not going to be sad. Like, come on. I want to watch a good baseball team next year. We're sitting here opening packs of cards, and I'm thinking about how you build a team and getting more existential on some of these pieces here. And I don't know if I would be the one that my first choice would be to make that. This feels like somebody's going to make a mistake contract to a couple of these guys. And you generally don't necessarily want your team to be the one. Especially if it prevents you from signing a guy that I genuinely, I really like Vlad Guerrero Jr. I would just like him to play the rest of his career for Toronto. And I think that's where it kind of comes down, is that I just don't want payroll limitations to be waved in my face 8 months after they signed Anthony Santander for $125 million as a reason why they can't keep Vlad Guerrero. The Adagati before Christmas. Nice. We are chugging right along. 25 minutes. This is going slower than I thought it would. I don't know if I'm just getting more... I'm doing too much talking, not enough pack opening, or these are taking their own time to sort out. Ooh, that looks like a good one. That looks fun. This guy. We have Josh Donaldson, catcher. Beautiful. I think I have a bunch of choice packs from some tournament results. It's also not super intended as an insult to the Astros. Like, if you play in a clown park, you play in a clown park. Like, Yankee Stadium's like that. I think it was Cedric Mullins who said, "Stop yapping, I can punt over your fence, your wall." And like, honestly, as much as I think that Cody Bellinger was a funny move for the Yankees, there's a very good possibility that he may play up, playing half his games at Yankee Stadium, where there's that short porch in center right field. Like, for a guy that's power is kind of been on the decline. Like, what did he have last year? He was like a 2-WAR guy, making $22-25 million. That's not a contract I'd want to acquire. But in the context of he's going to play half his games at Yankee Stadium, I mean, he's going to play half his games at Yankee Stadium. Dude hits 35 bombs. He's gonna opt out of that contract and go become another mistake contract for somebody else. Nice. That's a nice pull. I like that. Got the yachts where you want them to be. Ooh. I do think it's funny that the MLB insiders are projecting. They're like, oh yeah, it's going to cost the Jays 2 top hundreds. They're gonna trade Gossman and Vlad for Bellinger, and I think it was the first baseman, Michael Bush. And it's like, what are we talking about? And then he went for, like, I don't know, like a long reliever, Cody Podol or something. Just like, that's the market value for a league average starter that is probably past playing center field every day. Defensively, I mean. It's making $25 million, $22 million, whatever it is. That is a card. That is worth some. That's worth some chips, some ducats. Nice. I used to watch a lot of Cubs when I was in high school. I'm thinking back to like the 1998, 1999, the Sosa, McGuire dueling dinger race. That's fun. Super utility Swiss Army knife. Nice. Yeah, I watched a lot of Cubs baseball then because it was just what was on when I got home from school. It would often be Cubs baseball with Harry Carey doing his thing. I'll spare you the impression. But, yeah. I heard that's what got Geddy Lee of Rush into baseball too, is that he'd be sleeping late, living the rockstar lifestyle, and wake up and be watching Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN. I can't think of a single other thing I've watched on WGN. chances. I think last year, I think it was last year's game, I tried to make a team of people that was all people with the name Dick or like Heavy Johnson. Like it was all players with a particular theming of name. It didn't work out great for me, but like there were a few perfect drafts where I had like 5 or 6 of them, and it's like, yeah, I am that stupid. Excessive fielder. Really good. It has very heavy splits. Excessive fielder. So if you're looking at that card, really rakes lefties. Maybe don't play versus righties. Nice. Feats of strength. Got another Seinfeld reference. I'm feeling very Seinfeldy. I saw there was a Festivus mission with Jay Buhner. How did you train Jay Buhner? 40 home runs and arm like a cannon. Like, I don't think that's actually even a Festivus. That's not a Festivus thing, but it is a Jerry Stiller. All baseball people were saying, Ken Phelps, Ken Phelps. What? I've reached the card limit. That is wild. What is even happening? I've reached the card limit. Oh, neat. We got a Sleepless in Seattle. And we got this one, too. Uh-huh. Interesting. So, I feel like maybe... Only duplicates. Let's throw some of these things up. I'm gonna quick sell that. It hurts me, but... There you go. Let's get some of these guys out and moving. You're gonna see how much I jack the prices up. I don't think I do it that badly, actually. Oh, average price last 10. I'm not going below the average price. Get real. We don't need to sell that one. We just need to move it, you know? See, same with this. Why am I selling below the last 10? Yes, I know. That's how the market works. It's funny because like I'll see that and be like, oh, look at this. That's a little higher. It's a little higher. I'm going to go with that. And then I see the reverse. It's like, no, I will never sell below the last 10. That's funny. Someone smarter than me can probably speak to the psychology of that. But like, here we go. Like, yeah, I'm not selling for this. This is a number. Ugh, I wonder how many of these I have to do to actually... Yeah, I can't do this for 4 when it's selling for that. 6049. Let's do that, and we'll do... I got a few Julios. Six, 1, 2, 5. Oh, yeah, no. We're going to do 6999. So, like, yeah, I guess I'm still getting something there. I think for some of these, I'm just sending them out and I'll worry about it later. But, like, some of them, it is, like, looking to price to move, you know? if I'm allowed to open card packs again. Let's see. Am I allowed to open these again? So no. Excellent. Let's quick sell. I don't have patience for this. This is ridiculous. Tovar. Edwards. Teoscar. The one that makes me sad. I saw on Twitter that the Dodgers have more deferred salary than the franchise value of the the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals. They have more deferred money than the value of the Kansas City Royals. That sounds insane. And I might be spreading misinformation. I will say that right off the hop. I will say that right now. Right now, I am almost certainly spreading misinformation because I could not tell you if that's true. I have not looked into it. The deferred money thing irritates me, and I will absolutely embrace the statement that sounds about right. Because I do not care for it, and I will take that brave stance. I think it just rankles. It doesn't seem pro player. Like it certainly doesn't seem pro player. It feels super pro ownership. You know? Like, I know Ohtani is kind of a special case, but like for most guys, getting the money up front is disproportionately valuable to getting the money in 10 years, you know? And I don't really care for that. Yeah, there's no other real way to put it. It just, I don't know. Like maybe guys were trying to manipulate things so that they were in a better position to add talent around them. Maybe that was the way they would get the most money from a team that otherwise was going to struggle to put together a reasonable offer. I don't know what the reason was, but like it just having so much money deferred just seems nah. Like I think for me, I'd have to ask myself, is this a thing that I would be mad if the Yankees did it? And the answer for me is emphatically yes. So if I would be super steamed if the New York Yankees did something like that. I don't know that it makes sense for me to just shrug it off when it's the Dodgers, who, for all intents and purposes, are the Yankees of the West. Like, I don't have to see them all the time, so, like, I don't really care what the Dodgers do. But, like, in a more meaningful sense, if I'd be mad that the Yankees were doing it, I should be mad that the Dodgers are doing it. And as such, I kind of... There you go. I don't care for it. Brave stances all around. Jim Eisenrich. That's I need to go back down and towards where the 1,000 is, the 1,000 mark. I can just start firing these guys out. I really wanted to finish this video of opening these packs, so I kind of have to clear out a bunch of this. Kind of hilarious. Sorry, you got too many cards. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm a bit of a pack rat, okay? I thought it would be fine. I kind kind of go through at weird times and I'll clear them out. Like I'll see who's selling and I'll clear it out and I'll either quick sell it. Oh, look, there we go. We got a Logan Webb. See? Stuff's starting to sell. No big deal. No issue. Oof. I need to get moving. Gotta get going. Supposed to go to the gym and stuff, and here I am selling cards so that I can open more. Oh no, please don't. I will. I'll go through this. Let's see. Did I sell enough that they'll let me open? Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, come on, guns. Let's go. Elite Mets. Got rid of that. Connie Mack. Ugh, again. I should have just quick sold more. Look, I'm so close. We're so close to the packs. All right, I'm not going to make you sit here while I do it. It's already at 40 minutes. Jeez. I did not successfully. And we're back. Let's see if I got rid of enough of them. I think I got rid of enough for like 3 packs maybe. I don't know. Sucks. I probably have to feed a bunch of dudes into the combinator. I think that's a big issue here. I should be feeding dudes into the wood chipper. A combinator. Oh no, I'm gonna get a visit from Cesis. Not again. There we go. Cool. I just threw like 200 cards into there. Oh, neat. Alright, we're getting through our last few packs here. Let's go. Oh, sorry about the interludes. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, it seemed like a good one to me. Seems pretty good too. It's kind of funny because the power creep is such that like the live cards don't really get that boost. They don't get that impact. You don't have live cards where like wow, but like at the beginning of the season, you were looking at live cards and you're looking at it's like oh wow, they changed it. So like the live cards and the historic cards are about on par. The best live cards, the best historic cards, kind of like interchangeable. Nah, no way. That's not how we ended the season. No way. That's really good. That's really good for a bronze third baseman. That's a diamond, man. That's what the diamonds look like at the beginning of the year. Like this is a diamond from the beginning of the year. Are you kidding? Oof, power creep. It hits. Scotty H. Picking machine. Alright, neat. Markatse. That's a pretty nice example, especially in silver. I'm sure there's better options. Like, is Kevin Pillar better? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I always feel like Jermaine Dye doesn't get spoken about. Like, as a pretty high-end right fielder that era. That seems alright. almost there. This is one of the guys I used to watch on WGN. Mark Grace at first base. Kind of like the inverse of Sammy Sosa. Very little power, but like lots and lots of contact, and Sammy go up and just swing out of his heels. I'm still waiting for something that makes me just like spit take or fall out of my chair. Oh, we're getting the rainbow packs. Let's go. That is quite a pack. That's a guy I needed. Okay. Really high-end right fielder. That might be the best overall player I have. For real though. Like, I don't think I've got anyone else that's 102. Boom era. I got excited thinking it was about like hitting the ball hard, but then I realized it means like baseball's boom. That one pulls at my heartstrings. Ricky Henderson. Lost too soon. Man, I'm just a lead balloon all over the place today, hey? That seems ridiculous for an iron. Like, it's playable defensively and has super high stats, or attributes rather. I'm sure that'll perform. Lou Whitaker. We're almost through. Another Bip Roberts and a Danny Darwin. Double D's. Ugh, again. Hey, you want to see me get completely unhinged? I'm going to feed like 1,300 cards into here. I can't do anymore. I'm going to get unhinged. Let's see. Oh, there we go. It was the 90%. If I was at 92%, it failed with the amount of cards I was putting in. I was going to be mad. Ooh, Fergie Jenkins. Boom era. Let's do this. Tovar. And we'll go. Oh, there go my trophies. My trophies are gone. So let's do silver. Jingle Jangle, Joe Kelly, Jake Miller. Ooh. I think we got to do this one, right? Go for what's the worth the most? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Another choice pack. We'll do ooh, what are we doing? Let's do gold. R.A. Dickey. That one hits me hard. Right in the feels. Jacob Wilson is a... Oh, I think I gotta do the Jacob Wilson. Yep. Victor Robles. Grayson Rodriguez. Dallas Keuchel. I'm trying to make quick decisions because I guess didn't make quick decisions leading into this. I might just have to take R.A. Dickey just cause. Oh, Kikuchi. Oh, it's gonna make me sad. I can just I can buy it for not very much. Okay. Low diamond. Let's do this. Elf. Jeez, that's really high. The feats of strength. I think I got to take... I'm not going to sell this, am I? Terry Pelton's a good buy as well. Let's do the feats of strength. We're going for the Seinfeld one, baby. Joe Cronin. That's probably the one I have to take. Oh, feats of strength. Charlie Bennett's in like 6 missions. Jesse Barfield. I gotta take the bar. No. Yes. Rebuild infield. Rebirth infield. 88, 80. Oof. It's tough. I'm gonna take the Barfield. I gotta. Burley Perfect Game is a very nice get there. That's a very nice one too. Jeez, we're just really looking at the highs here, eh? Elf. High Diamond. I'm going to take River Ryan. Let's take a look at our card collection, our collection missions. Did not get anything. Excellent. That's how I like it. Not completing any missions, but I do appreciate you spending this time, this elevated time. We're clocking in almost an hour as we continue this journey together. You could have spent an hour anywhere. Instead, you spent it with me, or at least part of it, perhaps. And with that in mind, just wanted to say, take care of yourselves and each other, and have a very happy new year. And Batdownski out.